Hi, my lovelies. This week in art, we are going to be learning about optical illusions. I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful piece of art. It is super quick and super easy to make, so let's get started.
All right, step one is to place your page along like a limo and draw a wavy line across the center. Next, we're going to use our Sharpie marker to draw some dots along the line, evenly spaced. And then we're going to start working on our tunnels. So basically, to create these tunnels, we're going to be making series of hills that start at one dot and end at its neighbor. And instead of making the tunnel go all the way to the end of the page, I would suggest to do 4, 5, or 6 smaller hills and then move on to another section like I'm doing here, and then kind of go back and forth between the different hills. The reason why I said not to do a tunnel from start to finish, from those 2 dots all the way to the edge of the page, is that you're going to end up with these really wide sections, which might cause you to lose some of your tunnels. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Just notice how I'm really using some variation, meaning my tunnels are not all the exact same. So in some areas they're getting really narrow, and in other areas they're getting really thick. Again, if you notice that your tunnels are getting super thick, just pause, move to its neighbor, get the neighbor one a little bit thicker, and then you can go back to your first one. Once you've done one side, flip your page over and do the exact same thing on the other side. Alrighty, once you have your tunnels drawn, just take your Sharpie marker and shade in any white areas that are between your tunnels. This will just help to create a little bit more depth in your artwork. Next step is to take out your pencil and add some shading to both sides of your tunnels. So the wider your tunnel is, the thicker your shading should be. The narrower your tunnel is, the thinner the shading should be. Make sure you do this on both sides of each tunnel. Next, take a smudger, Q-tip, Kleenex, or even your finger and blend your colors together. Also, try to pull some of that new value, that lighter shade, in towards the center of each tunnel. Again, this is going to help create depth in your artwork. All right, your final step is to take your eraser and run it down the center of each tunnel. This is going to help give each tunnel a bit of a highlight, and again, add to the illusion of depth in your artwork. And there you have it, your beautiful optical illusion.